Hey everyone! Today I am finally showing you my Valentine's Day DIYs. I know it's super close to Valentine's Day, but I really love how these turned out, and I think that you can take the same techniques that I used on all of these crafts and use them with any season or holiday that's coming up. I got a lot of the supplies from the dollar store or from Dollar Tree, and they usually come out with similar items for each season and holiday. So you can definitely use these techniques or these different things for those different holidays. So we're starting off the DIYs with one of these cute signs. If you have watched my channel for the past few months, you would have seen that I made one of these signs for the fall, and then I made another one for Christmas time. So first I'm just mixing up some paint. I wanted this to be pretty light, so I am using a little of the crushed coral from Folk Art and mostly the white Waverly chalk paint and just mixing that together. As you can see, I got these signs during Halloween. I love that the sides had polka dots on them, so I am going to leave those and just paint the front. Once I have all three painted, I'm just going to take the bottom of my paintbrush and add some polka dots in that same color, just to kind of tie it all together, and then set them aside to dry. I'm taking 3 of these love signs. I actually had them from last year, but I did see them this year too. I'm removing the metal hearts, just using this little spatula. And once everything is dry, I'm gluing it all together. With my other signs, I did make a wood frame to go around this sign, but I just think that the polka dots look so cute. Okay, once that's glued together, I'm just placing everything on my sign to see where I like it. And I'm spelling out "Be My Valentine." Once I have everything where I want it to be, I'm just going to glue everything down. I'm using hot glue for the hearts. And I'm using this glue for the letters just because they're a little bit smaller. Once I had everything glued down, I felt like it just needed a little something. So I'm just taking a little more of the Waverly chalk paint in white, and I'm dry brushing over "Be My Valentine." And then I decided to dry brush just right onto the sign, just a little bit more of the white chalk paint. I am a little obsessed with these signs, I know, but they're just so cute. I'm already thinking about the sign that I can make for Easter. For this next craft, we are making another sign, and I am just taking the bottom of those love signs that we took the metal hearts off of, and I'm cutting them all the same size, just using a razor blade. Once they're cut, I'm just using some sandpaper to sand them down to make sure everything is nice and smooth. Next, I'm just taking these big craft sticks that I found at Walmart, and I'm using hot glue to glue that all together. I found this love sign at Dollar Tree, and I am just going to turn that over and remove the hooks and the string from the back. I found this Valentine's Day tissue paper at Dollar Tree and knew I wanted to make a craft out of it. So I am just going to lay that out flat and trace out the O in our love sign, and then cut that out. And I'm painting the love sign white using that same Waverly chalk paint. While that's drying, I'm going to paint our sign. And I'm mixing together the color Sweet Mint from Deco Art and some of the white Waverly chalk paint. I decided to only go over the sign one time because I kind of liked that you could see the red peeking through a little bit. And using that same spatula that I removed the metal hearts with, I'm just going to clean up those lines so that you can really see the lines and dimension in the sign. And while the sign is drying, I'm going to Mod Podge the tissue paper onto our love. Then I thought about maybe making a frame out of wood. Braylee saw this sign and thought it looked so cute without it, and I agree. I did like it better without the wood, so I scratched that idea. But I decided that our love sign needed a little something, so I'm going around the border using the color Bright Magenta from Apple Barrel. I'm happy that I did that. Now that everything is dry, I'm just going to glue it all together using some hot glue. I thought that this sign would be cute just to set like on a bookshelf or something, but I wanted to have the option to hang it as well. So I'm just using these wood beads. I just found them on Amazon. Okay, and then I'm just connecting those to the back of my sign, and I got these little like dominoes wood things, and I'm using those to help glue the hanger down. I think it's really cute hanging and on a shelf, so I like that there are a few different things that you can do with the sign. This next one is definitely my favorite. I love it. I don't want Valentine's to be over because I don't want to take this down, and honestly I might not. I found these lovely sparkly hearts at Dollar Tree, and I decided to remove that, I don't know, I can't remember what this is called, tinsel, and just use the form to wrap the yarn around. They do have these prongs, so I'm just cutting those off quickly. I'm just using old yarn that I had. I love these colors, and I thought it would be fun and different to use these colors for Valentine's Day. You guys, this part takes forever, like forever and ever. I'm just wrapping yarn around each of the hearts. It's definitely worth it, but it does take a really long time. I love the shape and the look of the heart forms, but you could also do something similar, just cutting out hearts with cardboard or something and wrapping yarn around that. And using this same technique, you could cut out shamrocks or Easter eggs or anything for the upcoming seasons and holidays. Next, I'm taking this ribbon from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use hot glue to glue them to each heart so that they can hang from the ribbon. I also thought it would be really cute if the hearts were kind of hanging in different ways, so I'm alternating where I'm gluing the ribbon down, some on the sides and some in the middle. I've had this cute pom-pom yarn for years. I got it at Michael's, and I did see it there last year, so hopefully they still have it. If they don't, you can get this same look making little yarn pom-poms or even beads just on regular yarn. I'm taking the yarn and more of that ribbon from Dollar Tree, and I'm tying it together, and I'm going to connect it to our banner. When I first put this together, I thought it would be cute to have a heart and then the ribbon and the pom-pom yarn and another heart. I used these clips to clip the hearts in place. Once I got it all hung up, I liked it clumped together a little bit better. So I just slid the yarn and the ribbon together with the heart. I definitely want to make something similar to this, especially with these colors for upcoming holidays. I also really love how this next craft turned out. I saw these foam letters and hearts at Dollar Tree and immediately thought about making these beads. I'm just removing the sticks from each of the letters and hearts, and after I removed them, I just used this stick to poke a hole all the way through the letter and the hearts. This is actually super easy to do. And now I'm just taking twine and I'm wrapping it around each letter and around each heart.
The summer night has just begun. The moon is bright, let's have some fun.
I did use yarn to wrap around one of the hearts, and I was kind of wishing that I would have used yarn maybe to wrap around the O and love, but I do love how it turned out, and we added more color with these beads that I got from Dollar Tree. I just painted them using folk art paint in the color Crushed Coral and in the color Linen. Once everything is dry, I'm just taking a piece of yarn and using that to slide all of the beads onto. And then I also wanted to make tassels for the ends, so I'm just taking the same color of yarn and twine to make those tassels and attached it to the end. And then using a piece of string and a needle, I attached that to the end of my yarn. This was very helpful when I was stringing on the letters and the beads. It would have been a little more helpful if I had a longer needle, but I just used what I had on hand. So I am just stringing those letters on. Once the letters are on, I'm stringing on the beads, and you can do different patterns. You can just put them on however you want. You can do whatever you want at this point. And then I made another tassel and attached it to the other end. And I'm repeating the same thing using the hearts. There are so many fun things you can do with these beads. This next one is so easy. I actually saw a picture of a vase similar to this and thought that that would be so easy to recreate, so that's what I did. I'm just taking a vase from Dollar Tree and I'm painting it using Waverly chalk paint in white. I only had to do one coat of the chalk paint. Once the base is dry, I'm taking the color Bright Salmon from Deco Art, and I'm watering that down. So I just have some water here, and I am just adding to the paint until I get it to the consistency or the look that I like. And I'm just painting X's and O's all over the vase. I definitely don't have a pattern or any rhyme or reason to where I'm putting the X's and O's, and I really like that. And I just think that this is such a cute vase. I loved it so much that I decided to take one of these candles from Dollar Tree, and I'm doing the exact same thing with the white paint. And for whatever reason, I didn't film me painting on the X's and O's, but here it is. I think they're cute side by side. You could definitely put these anywhere, but for $1, this vase is pretty dang adorable. Alright you guys, let me know what you think about these Valentine's Day DIYs. I do have a few more. I'm not sure if I will get the video edited and up before Valentine's Day, but I'm gonna try. But I would love to hear what you think and if you like them, and if you think that you would use this technique for other holidays and seasons. Let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!